Hello, I'm David. Today we are going to test how much tools you need to change a tire. We will use some wood to lift a bike. Of course, we need a wrench to demount the wheel. We need also a pump, spoons to change a tire, and also I'm using baby powder and tire mounting paste. I forgot that you need also a wrench to remove the rim lock and to unscrew this valve. So you need one more tool. So now we have to lift the bike and we will use piece of wood. I think it is not stable, but it should work. Now we can remove the axle and demount the wheel. As you can see, our wheel is free now. You can assemble the axle with all parts and you will not lose anything. First we need to remove air from inner tube, so we unscrew the cap and press in the valve. Now we unscrew this nut to make free this valve. So our nut is free, and we unscrew the rim lock. I will try to remove the tire. So this first part is always the worst part. I think that was quite nice actually. We want to achieve something like this before next step. And we repeat the same from the second side. Our tire is free now and we can remove it now using spoons. So let's go. Here you can see the valve. Here is rim lock and we want to start somewhere here between. We want to use this hook to catch this tire here, but before we will try to take it out, we move it to the opposite side and press the tire on this side to make it more loose. Now I can move it here and block under the brake disc, and we will try to catch it in one more place. And move it over. I think we need one more time. Maybe it's a good time to use third spoon. You can also block it under the brake disc. So now it should be easy. Okay. One side is ready, it is outside the rim. Let's move to the second side and we have to repeat everything. So we catch the tire and move up. And again we can block the spoon using the sprocket. You can see now our rim is inside the tire from both sides. Now we need to push it down and we are trying to remove the rim like this. So our tire is free now, and now also we can remove the inner tube. Now I'm in home, so I'm using this opportunity and I will clean also this rim a little using metal brush. Now I mount back rim lock and I'm mounting back this spokes cover. Now I mount back the rim lock nut with washer, so washer first, and now I put this nut just a little to not lose it. Our rim is now ready for new tire. Now I'm using baby powder. I think you should always use it during every tire change. I think that's enough. And now you need to spread it around by rolling the tire. Now we put inner tube inside the tire. Before mounting back the rim, make sure you are making it in the correct way. Here you can see arrow, it shows the wheel rotation. Also on this tire you have rotation sign, so make sure that they are aligned. Inside this second jar I have tire mounting paste and I will use it to lube the tire. I lube this tire around to make it easier to mount back on the rim. We repeat it also on the second side. First we start with this air valve, we put it into its place and secure it with a nut to make sure it will stay here. Now we put the tire back. There is a little problem near rim lock, so you need to lift this tire a little and it should go. There is always biggest problem with this last part. We can loop this with a little extra paste. There is a little problem with this rim lock because it is catched by tire, so we need to lift the tire. Now it is inside, so now we can put back this tire and now it will be fine. So one side is ready, there is just another side. So now, before we put this tire into the rim, we push the rim lock to make sure there will be no more problems. And now it is okay, it is not blocked. Again, I am going to use some paste here at this last piece of tire. Now it's time to screw this nut to secure this air valve, and now we can start pumping it. For this time I will use this hand pump. There is now 2 and 5 bar, and we need a little more because, as you can see, this tire is not properly seated on the rim. here you can see this line around, but you can see it disappear at this part, so we need to pump a little more to make it sit properly on the rim. Now there is almost 3.5 bar, and I think it is not too bad, so we can mount it back on the bike. I think 1.8 bar should be fine. I think it was quite nice. Unfortunately, this pump broke a little. I could not achieve more pressure than 3 bar, and it was too low for tire to set it properly on the rim. And I use also a little more paste for tire to make it easier to sit on the rim. So I think I should use a little more paste for the tire. And also I should buy a better pump, because this one is not so good. So now we can mount back this wheel on the bike and we can ride. And it's done.